What's up, guys? Josh with Survive First Contact. Wanted to make another video about headlamps. So, hands-free lighting solutions. Just going through and updating some of my bags, and I made some more orders for some additional headlamps so that I have headlamps that all live in their permanent locations, so I don't have to transfer back and forth. All of mine are from the Petzl company, and ordered these two. One to stay in my dedicated medical bag, and one for my bug-out bag. And then, see if you can see here, my old Tactical XP light attached to my kit. Go over some of the importance of these, why I think they're important. You should have them if you're tactician, survivalist, what have you, and some of the pros and cons and prices of all of them. So, we'll start with the cheapest one. This is from Petzl. Now, disclaimer, I have no preference to Petzl besides the fact that that's what I've exclusively used in my military career. And the Tactical XP there that's attached to my kit. That one's been through hell and back, multiple deployments and training rotations, and I actually had one previous to that that I wore all throughout SFAS selection and for my first 2 years on the team. It survived all that. I just lost it on a jump, so it was a sad day, but I had to get another one. But anyways, back down to the simplest, cheapest model that I just updated here. So this is the Takina model from Petzl. This only runs 20 bucks. I actually picked this up, so this is going to live inside the medical bag that is in my car, strictly because hands-free lighting is something you need if you're going to treat someone in a dark environment, or someone's trapped in a vehicle and it's not bright and sunny inside the cabin of that vehicle. Say you're trying to characterize if they have wounds on their legs or something like that. It's underneath the dash, down by the floor, you might not be able to see. So having a dedicated light with your medical stuff, always helpful. So this little Takina, like I said, 20 bucks. Got this off Amazon from Petzl, company I trust. A couple different settings, but 250 lumens for this guy. So fairly bright just for the little LED that it is. 3 brightness settings. Like I said, that gets fairly bright. Only white light though, so in that case, like I said, it's going to live in my medical bag. No need for me to have a red lens or to be tactical with this. The other thing with all these lights, Petzl rates them all for water resistance at IPX4, which means they are all splash resistant. The only one I can vouch for is the XP on my kit, because I've run that one in all kinds of weather, and I'm sure it's been more than just splash of the things I put it through. These other new ones from Petzl are also IPX4 splash resistant, but we'll see as time goes. Moving up in price, this is the newest version of the Petzl Tactikka, and this is the Plus model. You can see you got 2 different LEDs there. One is dedicated for red and the other one for white. 350 lumens out of this guy, so a little brighter. This one ran around 40 bucks as opposed to the Takina that was 20. I run through kind of the cycles here. So there's your red. Another cycle, you have a beacon, and then off. And then to change cycle between red and white light, you have to hold the button. Now it goes to white. No different power settings for the red light, but there is for white. 3 settings there. Getting brighter and brighter, and then off. And then to switch back to red, hold the button down again, goes back to red. Now, not having tested this, my only complaint with something like this would be, if this is going to be your option for a tactical light, is that, of course, you can cycle it so that red is the primary, but in my opinion, you don't really know which light is going to come on when you hit that button, and a negligent discharge with a light in a tactical situation, a white light, or even a red light for that matter, but a red light a lot more difficult to see at distance, to pick up from other humans, is a big deal. So if you're running something like this, I would consider some kind of cover for the actual lenses, because this button isn't covered, the activation switch. So if you were to bump this and it has on white light setting and it turns on your white light unnecessarily, that's no good. And also have a way, I guess, if you're going to turn this on in a tactical situation to test, to do something to make sure that if that white light is what comes on, that it's protected, or at least so that it's not going to light up your position too badly. But again, it's a newer $40 light, hands-free, same headband as the rest. Brighter than the Takina, about double the price, around 40 bucks. White and red LEDs, plus that emergency blinking beacon, or whatever you want to call it. Also rated for IPX4 splash water resistance, but we'll see. And then but on my favorite, which of course is my favorite and they don't make it anymore. This is the Tactica XP, and I'll pull it off my kit here. Just wanted to show it to you as it's girth hitched onto my kit. That one has lived in my kit for as long as I've had a job where I've worked in kit. As soon as I would get into my kit, this would go around my neck and just dangle, so that if I was in an environment where I needed it, just dangle, I could flick it on and just have some, dirty light down in the area I was working, or I could pull it off and hand it off to somebody if I needed hands-free light. And then with this, with the band being adjustable, I could adjust this all the way out and basically stretch this off of my neck and have it out to about there. And I use this, if I needed to guide it outside of wearing it on my head, because I've been wearing a helmet, doing most tactical stuff. But anyways, of course they don't make this anymore, but this is my favorite. This is the Petzl Tactikka XP. What I love about this model, it definitely feels and seems more rugged. What I like about this is the movable lenses. Right, so you just slide that over. There's a red one there. In this little holder here on the outside of the headband, there's an additional lens in here. Let's see how easy I can pull this out. Man, does not want to come out of that easily. At any rate, there's a backup lens in there. This light, when it was new, came with the clear. Extra clear one in here, came with a red and a green. Like I said, I like this because I know before I flick it on, based on if I have that filter on or not, that I'm getting red light for sure, and don't risk the chance of a negligent discharge with a bright white light. The other thing I like about this guy is a little battery indicator. So once I flick it on, give it a few seconds here, watch this light. There it goes. So that's your battery gauge. Your fuel gauge indicator with 3 colors to let you know that your batteries are dying. That said, you cannot use lithium batteries with this light. Should you come across one, if you do, I highly recommend grabbing it. They're discontinued by Petzl. This is by far my favorite. The other thing when it comes to water resistance, if I open this guy up here, gotta move the attachment, huh? So pull the cover off, and what gives me a little more comfort, peace of mind about the solar light is there is an O-ring right here with the other lights, the newer lights, although they advertise the same level of splash protection. Man, I can't talk today. They don't have that. So pending a lot more testing with those other lights, I'll let you know how it goes, but just wanted to give you a little rundown on some of the hands-free lighting solutions that I use. Highly suggest if you're going to carry a light for everyday carry or have it stuffed in your go bags and in your kit, what have you, have them be headlamps because you can use them hands-free, and if you want to hold them, you can, no big deal. But hands-free lighting to be able to do stuff with your sandwich clamps, either in a tactical situation or an emergency medical situation, or you're just, maybe you're an outdoor adventurer. Petzl and the other favorite company would be Black Diamond. Both are companies for climbing accessories, so they both make good lights. But yeah, I would just highly consider picking you up hands-free lighting solutions. Like I said, Petzl would be my favorite just because of the tried and true track record of specifically not being able to destroy this one through multiple deployments and weather conditions and all that good stuff. But highly recommend picking this kind of stuff up, placing them in kits where they live permanently so you don't have to rotate them all the way through, or you forget to do that, now you don't have a light. Again, hope this helped, guys. Peace.